You are here to tell us how Earth's a sphere, educate us and win Bitcoin. Don't lie.
And I'm willing.
I'm willing. Lie.
All right, let's put Bitcoin aside and just have an...
Why? That's what you came for. So you accept defeat. You're not going to be getting Bitcoin out of this visit then. You accept that.
Sure, that'd be fine. And I'm willing to graciously admit that you have used your superior intellect to prove me completely wrong, and I'm now here to learn.
Oh, Mike, you want Bitcoin? Where's Earth Curve?
I'm trying to send you a picture.
Of Earth Curve? Is it a picture of the horizon?
It actually is. Yeah.
Oh, really? The horizon's not Earth Curve, Mike. Didn't you know? Would have been advisable to have kept up to date with the flat Earth debate. The horizon's a position where the sky appears to meet the ground. It's not a geometric Earth Curve limitation. Didn't you know that?
Are you guys getting the picture I'm sending?
It's of the horizon, isn't it, Mike? We've already established what the picture's of. I don't need to see a picture of a horizon to tell you the horizon's not Earth Curve. We've debunked that.
How?
Because it's beyond the geometric limitations of an Earth sphere radius 3959. If the Earth was a sphere radius 3959, then every distance to horizon could be no more than 1.2 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. That's your geometric Earth curve mathematics that give you those distances. And we have imagery that shows that the horizon's beyond the geometric limitations of a sphere radius 3959. Therefore, the horizon is not Earth curve.
Just tell me if you're getting the picture.
Of horizons? Sorry, you keep trying to show us this shit. Did you not hear me? The horizon's not Earth curve. Are you deaf?
Not taken from...
Sorry, it's a horizon, right? Should we do this again? Because it seems like it's fell on deaf ears. It's the horizon, right, Mike? Yes, it is, yeah. Yeah, the horizon's not Earth curve, Mike.
So if I send you a picture of a curving horizon, that doesn't show a curvature of the Earth.
I'll say it slower. You're thick as fuck. The horizon isn't Earth curve, Mike. Do I need to say it even slower? Do you want to send it me again and tell me it's bending? Because it's a horizon that's bent. It's not Earth curve.
Oh,
it's a
so
horizon.
what is it then?
It's a horizon, an apparent position where the sky appears to meet the land or sea. That's what it is. It's a horizon. For you, it's a geometric limitation. That would mean that you can't see past it because it's a rock, an Earth with a sphere edge, leading edge that blocks things. That's what your horizon is as a sphere believer. We've debunked that, Mike. We've got imagery that shows it's beyond geometric limitations. We're told, as a result of that, from your own side, that nobody, quote, nobody claims the horizon is Earth curve, end quote. We are not going to see physical geometry, end quote. The geometric horizon only exists in the maths, end quote. These are all quotes from your own side. So what on earth makes you think that the horizon's Earth curve, Mike? Obviously not keeping up to date with this debate, are you? Nobody claims the horizon's Earth curve, Mike. You should speak to your own side before you come here.
How about if I am?
Well, I'll point out that it's beyond the geometric limitations of an Earth sphere radius 3959, and we call that the black swan. Obviously, you never heard of it.
And what does that prove?
That the horizon's not Earth curve? That's about the fourth time I've said it. Maybe if you pin your ears back and actually listen to what you're being told. The horizon, fifth time. I kid you not, audience, fifth time this guy's been told this. The horizon's not Earth curve.
Yeah.
Maybe if you talk straight through the middle of it, it'll change that. Maybe if you rumpus the shit out of me telling you for the fifth time that the horizon you think bends, yeah, that's not a physical location. It's not geometric. And it must be if we're on a sphere. We've debunked it. If it was, it would be at 1.2 times the square root of the observer's height in feet, and we have imagery that's beyond that. So it's not Earth curve. So it's not a geometric limitation. Maybe if you talk while I explain it to you for the fifth time, we'll all as an audience understand why you don't understand it. Because because you don't listen and are incapable of actually listening to an explanation that debunks your stupid notion that is denied by every single person on your own side. I'll say again, quote, Tim Osman, somebody on your side, vehement troll for the Globe, nobody claims the horizon's Earth curve, end quote. The geometric horizon only exists in the maths. That's another guy from your own side, vehement defender of the Globe, called the Rumpus. So you're wrong. The fact that you don't know that you're wrong, and I've had to tell you that we've got imagery beyond the geometric limitations of an assertion of an Earth sphere edge at radius 3959, just makes you behind the curve, mate. Slow, not really up to date with this discussion. But I'll tell you for a sixth time, the horizon's not Earth curve. Comprende?
That's correct.
So when I look at the Earth and I look at the horizon at the surface, I see a straight line. That
And
correct?
who cares? Doesn't matter what it's doing, it's not Earth curve. Hello? You still want to run with your it's bending at a certain altitude shite? Doesn't matter what it's doing, it's not Earth curve. It's not a geometric limitation to a sphere.
He's not getting it.
No, I realise that. He still wants to tell me it's bending at altitude. I've got a picture of it bending. What, the horizon? The apparent position where the sky meets the ground? Wowee, that's not Earth curve. We've debunked that.
It moves.
All right,
and
so
rocks don't move.
I've also gone out and I've taken some measurements. And if I look at 3 mountains that are in a row, why is it that I can look at a mountain that is at 2,400 feet across a ridge that's at 2,300 feet, but I have to be higher than, so that line is sloping down, right? If we have a mountain that's at 2,400 feet and I'm looking across a ridge that's at 2,300 feet, that line must be sloping down.
Sorry, you never heard of perspective?
Now let me finish.
Sorry, I asked you a question. Have you ever heard of perspective? Do you
Of course I
understand
have, yeah.
So you understand that things get smaller into the distance then?
Absolutely.
So why would you
Absolutely.
assert that they're sloping down?
So
why
if-
would you
if I-
assert... Sorry, we're trying to establish whether or not you beg the question. You said they're sloping down? Is that your assumption that they're curving away from
We're
you on a
doing-
sphere? Just need
Wait,
to
no,
establish
hold
whether or not...
on.
While you talk straight through the middle of my question in regards to what you've stated. You said they're sloping down. Is that you begging the question that they're curving away from you 8 inches per mile squared by any chance?
So let's talk triangulation. You wanted to talk triangulation?
Sorry, I
a
want
minute
to
ago.
ascertain whether or not when you said sloping down, you were begging the question. It's the third time I've asked you to clarify what you've said and you want to change the subject. Don't talk through
I'm
me.
trying-
Don't talk through me.
I'm-
Just listen to the fourth repetition of something you've tried to slope away from. That would be sloping down. Really? Is that not you begging the question of a sphere? You don't seem to want to answer. Fourth time.
I'm trying to understand the situation I've observed.
Yeah, by saying it's sloping away. So when you've looked at something, you've decided it's sloping away. That would be begging the question. Do you understand that's the fifth time I've told you?
No, that's actually not
I
what
understand.
I said.
So you didn't say sloping away. This isn't a live stream with an audience listening to every
if we
word you
had-
say and talk through me, pointing out that I am not deaf. This is broadcast live and recorded. And I did hear you say that it's sloping away. That is what you said. You're going to deny it because it's you begging the question now? Really? We heard you.
I said sloping down.
Oh, so sloping down. Is that you begging the question that it's sloping away 8 inches per mile squared? Or not?
No, it's not. No,
Oh,
it's
right.
not.
Oh, well, then, have you heard
Actually-
of perspective?
So I've got this. Yes, I've heard of perspective.
So hashtag shit shrinks.
Absolutely.
Cat got your tongue? Your stuff gets smaller as you get further away from it. Is that shocking to you? Because you wanted to assume it was curving away from you, didn't you?
No.
Well, you said it was sloping away.
Can I finish the scenario so that we can understand what we're talking about? and
Are
then
we
can
talking about it
discuss
sloping away 8 inches per mile squared? Because you're not to tell us, are you begging the question or not?
No, I'm not saying that.
Oh, okay. Feel free.
Okay. I've got a mountain that's at 2,500 feet. I've got a ridge that's at 2,300 feet. Right? The mountain is south of the ridge. I'm north of the ridge. If I draw a line from the 2,500 foot mountain to the 2,300 foot ridge, that should be a straight line. Is that correct?
And how are you drawing this? Are you on the left-hand side of the page, the ridges in the middle, and the mountains on the right-hand side of the page?
We can do that. For
Can
sure,
we?
yeah.
I'm asking how you will be doing it.
Well, I observed it in real life, so I didn't. I'm just trying to draw a picture of what observed.
Yeah, I'm not thick. I can follow you drawing a picture of something. I'm asking, is that picture drawn with your head in view on the left-hand side of the page, and then the two targets that you're describing also on the same page, with a line drawn between them, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, well, we don't see the world that way. When have you ever seen the side of your own head and two targets you're looking at the same time?
If I line two things up, there must be a straight line between.
Sorry, you didn't seem to respond to my question. We've established that you've drawn this in orthographic view. Do you know what orthographic view is? I take that as a no.
Okay.
Not
so-
okay. I'll repeat my objection just for you to completely dance past it after a short pause for a second time. So, when in unholy hell have you seen the side of your own head and two targets for you to draw a line between all three of them? When has that happened?
If somebody was standing next to me and took a picture, that would happen.
Sorry, so, and the picture they took would be of your view that you're drawing of this mountain and this ridge. Their picture would be of your view, would it?
It would not.
So I'll ask the question for a third time, Mr. Dance Around the Question. When have you observed the side of your own head in a picture you have taken of two targets?
I have not.
So why are you describing the world that way? When you describe the world that way, it removes perspective. Hello?
Excellent.
Are you deaf? Are you deaf? So, this clown has drawn the world in orthographic view. I'll have the picture on screen now. So, according to this Muppet, when he's going to strawman the shit out of us with how things work in an orthographic representation we don't see, we have the side of our own smegging head in the shot, and the targets that we're seeing. That's not representative of the world. It removes perspective.
Okay, so what?
Not okay! You dumb shit! What part of it removes perspective? Do you think that's okay? No, my friend. Perspective's very real, and when you decide that you're going to justify how the world looks as a sphere, you remove it and have your own head in shot. That's not how we see the world. Not okay.
Then let's take the diagrammatic representation of what's happening out of the discussion.
Okay.
And let's look at it from my eyeball then. If the orthographic view is unacceptable, then let's look at it from my eyeball.
Okie dokie. What's the angular resolution of... Okay, what's the angular resolution of your eyeball? Obviously, we're dealing with perspective. What's the angular resolution limit of your eyeball?
I don't know.
Why are you telling me about this then? You
Because I'd
appreciate...
like
Sorry,
perhaps you-
excuse me.
So
Excuse me. You said we're going to take it from the perspective of our eyeball. That would include the diffraction limit. But you don't know what that is. Why are you talking to us about this?
So explain to me how.
Why am I going to explain fucking anything when you're here to win Bitcoin? No, my friend. You need to understand and appreciate that you haven't got the slightest clue about this subject. You're about to discuss things from the eye and you don't know what the diffraction limit is.
What shame.
You idiot.
So
why are you
we've got-
here? You think you deserve Bitcoin? You're being humiliated. Describe it from the eye.
We've
The first
got-
thing I need you to do is tell me the angular resolution limit of an eyeball. And if you can't, then you won't know where things will disappear into the distance, will you? Things are going to disappear into the distance with diffraction. You appreciate that, right?
Do 3 points define a line?
Sorry, why are you asking me something? Do you appreciate that our eyeballs have a diffraction limit, yes or no?
Yes.
Right, why aren't you taking this into consideration then? You don't know the diffraction limit of an eyeball, but you're about to describe how we see the world, but you don't know the first thing about how eyeballs work.
Do 3 points define a line?
Sorry, do you not understand what I am saying to you? If we're going to discuss how we see things, I'm going to expect you, as the ball-believing clown, to tell me precisely how it works, including the point at which things disappear into the distance with angular resolution limitations. That's diffraction. Now, if you don't know that, you're going to start detailing where things go behind, what, the horizon? That's not Earth curve? Because I would assert that that's a diffraction limit based on the Rayleigh criterion. And you're going to be calculating that from our eyeball if you're attempting to win your Bitcoin for your proof of your globe. You're not going to ask me how to do it. Do you understand?
Do 3 points define a line?
So is this going to win you Bitcoin, asking me a question about how points make a line?
If I observe one mountain peak behind another mountain peak, there must be a straight line between those two mountain peaks and my eye.
Not according to the globe, there isn't. According to the globe, the standard refraction, 7/6 in standard form, terrestrial refraction. Do you know what that is?
So does that have the same...
Did you hear my
curvature?
question? I responded to you. I listened. You asserted that you got a straight line between three objects. And I respond, not on a globe. You have terrestrial refraction. Are you unaware of this fact?
I am not.
You're not aware of terrestrial refraction?
No. I answered your question. I am not unaware.
You're not unaware? Why are you asserting you've got a straight line between anything and anything then? You haven't on a globe. You're wrong. Sorry, don't just talk straight through the devastating point that I make in rebuttal to your claim that you've got a straight line between things when you believe you're on a sphere. No, you do not. Do you understand?
If we're on...
No, you don't have a straight line as you have asserted on a globe. You are wrong. On a globe, you don't understand your own claim there's supposed to be refraction always. So no, when you state that there's a straight line between everything, no, you are wrong. You don't understand your own religion of a globe. Comprende? Not a straight line. You are wrong about your own claim.
Do
How
we
do you
have
think
a
you're
straight
doing?
line on
Gee, you're
planet?
doing well. I'm having to educate you on your globe claim. You've just told me there's a straight line. You are wrong. You're yet to acknowledge that. How do you think you're doing? Having been educated about there not being straight lines on a globe ever, atmosphere, sphere-shaped air, light bending around it at a standard rate of R, always. Never a straight line. That was your last statement that I have challenged now 4 times. So, fuckwit, do you understand that your last statement about having a straight line on a globe's wrong? Yes or no?
Okay, I accept that.
Why did you tell me that you got a straight line then, you stupid clown?
Do we have...
No, we don't have a straight line that you said we had, you stupid clown. Why did you tell me you had a straight line, clown? You were wrong about your own stupid globe claim. Why would you be misapprehending your own claim? Hello, you stupid retard. You've just told me you've got a straight line on a globe. You don't. I'm a flat earther, and I'm having to correct you on your own globe claim.
So I'm going to step into your flat earth and ask you the same question.
Why? You're here to prove a globe to get Bitcoin. Why are you asking me questions about a flat earth when you are clearly here, as declared by yourself, to win Bitcoin? Not to win an argument with me, but to win a Bitcoin based on your proof of a sphere. All you've done so far is beg the question, and you've got a very limited understanding of your own sphere faith. I'm having to correct you on your own sphere belief about straight lines you haven't got. 5th time.
Do we have a straight line on a flat earth?
Sorry, why are you asking me this? Is that going to win you Bitcoin? You're supposed to be proving a globe, but the second time I've told you in the last 20 seconds.
All right, let's put Bitcoin aside and just have an...
Why? That's what you came for. So you accept defeat. You're not going to be getting Bitcoin out of this visit then. You accept that.
Sure, that'd be fine.
Now fuck off. Get the fuck out of my hangout. You're a retard. You don't deserve to be. You don't understand your own globe claim. You certainly aren't getting any Bitcoin out of Dave Weiss. Do you understand what I've just said to you? Do you understand? Do you understand that I, as a flat earther, have just told you to get lost because you're thick? You don't deserve to be here. I don't expect to educate my opponent on his own fucking claim. That's you, having to be educated on your own fucking claim by your flat earth opponent. Do you feel stupid? Because you are.
I'm trying
do
to
some
learn here, my
homework.
friend.
Trying to learn? You're not trying to learn. You're a lying bastard.
I haven't lied about it.
You said you were here to get Bitcoin. Now you're telling me you're here to learn, you liar.
I'm always here to.
Sorry, you said you were here to get Bitcoin. You are here to win Bitcoin, not learn. You are here to tell us how Earth's a sphere, educate us and win Bitcoin. Don't lie.
And I'm willing.
Don't
I'm willing.
lie.
And I'm willing to graciously admit that you have used your superior intellect to prove me completely wrong, and I'm now here to learn.
Good.
He wants to do
Sextant,
over.
no worries. Sextant proves you're on a flat plane, can't work on a sphere. To triangulate the GP of a position below a star anywhere on Earth requires a flat baseline for thousands and thousands of miles in all directions. Earth is obviously observably, measurably, and navigatably flat. There is no Earth curve. One of the fundamental premises of being on a sphere would require you have Earth curve. We've debunked it.